red cups. My party hat on you, my party favor.
What's good, guys? Welcome to the second episode of In the Cut. I'm your host, Drew, and I'm honored to be here today with Ramsey, my main man. What's good? Say out of the camera. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a drummer. I play for the Manhattan College Pep Band. If you guys don't know, you guys should check out the games.
It's hype.
My musical background, I guess I'm really into a lot of hip hop, a lot of rap. I like pop depending on the artist. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Who's your favorite hip hop artist?
Kanye West.
Whew.
Kanye West.
Good choice, man. Hold on. I need to ask this question. What's Kanye's #1 album?
Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Thank you. That is just, I'm sorry, anyone watching who thinks it's different, we need to have a talk. Because it's just not, that is just something you cannot debate. It just is. You see, I'm glad you have your head on straight, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I don't know if I can say the same about you, man.
We'll
see. We'll see what happens.
Hey, that's already, we're starting early with the nonsense. And as always, I'm here with my main man, Mark, the studio producer, my manager. How you doing today?
Doing all right, man.
Doing cool.
I gotta ask, what's you say your favorite artist is Kanye, right? What's your favorite song? Kanye. Ooh.
That's a great question. I'm probably gonna have to go with
Some more of the truth.
probably Stronger.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like Stronger.
No, that's a classic.
That's probably
That's
like
a
one of my
classic.
favorite
That is a
Kanye
classic.
songs.
But
Yeah.
everything's not even, like, Diamonds doesn't even...
No, Diamonds is definitely up there. It's just Stronger.
Yo,
like,
he's just trying to play devil's advocate right now. He's just trying to mess with you, bro. Hell no.
I just think that
Stronger's a good choice.
No, it is.
There's
But
so
I mean,
many.
for me, Stronger definitely resonated with me the most, and that's kind of like one of the main songs that really got me into Kanye. So I was like, no,
That's
yeah,
what's
this is definitely.
I think that's everybody. That's like the middle school type dance type
Yeah,
song. Everyone like, yo,
true.
that was the jam. All right, well, let's just get right into it. Topic of the day, we're gonna be talking about 360 deals and how like they're just terrible for artists. So do you know anything about 360 deals?
Well, before I didn't, but my producer kind of informed me about it, and they're like basically deals that basically give the rights to like basically the record company. Like basically everything that the artist does and puts in like to the record company, it all goes straight to the company. Like the artist doesn't get anything back. Basically, is that pretty much what it is? Or
You're hitting the nail on the head. You're getting
Okay.
close. You know, it's basically just keep it short. Another name for 360 deals, just a fun fact, is multi-rights deals. And basically, they take a percentage of your revenue from digital sales or your tours, concerts, your live performances, merchandise, endorsement deals, appearances on movies, TV shows, songwriting, and like lyric display and publishing revenue. So basically, you're signing your soul to the devil. You know, you're just a slave to them. All you are just a number. You know,
Yeah.
if you don't make the money, they're just gonna they're done with you, and that's it. You know.
So
Mark,
you're saying
go
like
ahead.
it's in a
Yeah, something
nutshell.
like-
Yeah, no, it's in like a nutshell. It's like they're getting pretty much. It's right. They're pretty much getting everything. They're getting all the
Everything,
marketing
absolutely.
deal, all the sales, so on and so forth. So they're giving you a pay up front, and everything in regards to that. It's like, what was it? Lupe Fiasco. Or
Okay,
even
good
when
point.
his-
Lupe
when one of
Fiasco.
his albums right now just came out.
Well, that was just Drogas Light, which is it's a warm up to Drogas, which I have to find out the exact date it's coming out. I don't know yet. I don't even know what Lupe's doing. Not a lot of people do, but Lupe's amazing.
Yeah, but even Lil Uzi Vert.
We'll get to that. Let's just stick on Lupe first. You know, there's a lot about records. Let's stay on Lupe Fiasco and basically his beef with Atlantic Records. I don't know if you guys know about it, but most of the people know about Lasers. That project Lasers that came out a while ago. I don't even remember the date of it, but it was garbage. It was absolute trash. It was just a bunch of pop songs with no substance. It was just very hooky. That was it. It was, and like hearing Lupe talk about it, he even mentions how Atlantic got so involved. They got so involved in the production of the whole process. It got disrupted. He kept telling Atlantic like, no, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. And they threatened to say, like, we're not gonna put your new songs on the radio. And they also said they're not gonna give you money for your videos and stuff, music videos and things like that. So he kind of had to deal with them. It was just a constant tug of war, you know? Basically, they sent him a hook. He would try to do the hook and be like, no, this is not what I want. He'd send it back. They'd send another one, send it back. So he couldn't get Lasers out the way he wanted. It had to be the way Atlantic wanted, which a lot of record labels, they actually do that to artists. They're gonna mold you into this image, not who you are, who they want you to be, how you'll sell, basically.
Well, a lot of that happens in like production, right? Where it's like a producer wants or knows in a specific aspect of how things are supposed to be, right? They have this ideology like this is how it's supposed to be, and if you're going any other way, it shouldn't go that route.
But
I understand. So like an artist integrity or how
Yes.
artists portrays themselves or how portray their art form and so on and so forth is genuine to who they are. So like the concept like selling out. Where it's like, oh, I'm just going to get a record deal, and I'm just trying to get the money that I possibly can get, and then I'm out. But not a lot of artists are trying to be there. Like artists are, it's like this. From my perspective, of how an artist is getting picked up, the reason an artist gets picked up by a record label is because they haven't. The whole ideology is they're selling them a dream. They're like, we're just gonna take care of everything else for you, and you just gotta rap or sing or so on and so forth. They're like, we're gonna do all the hard work, and you just do your art. And in reality, it's not like that.
It's not like that. Right? The artist has when you're one of these deals, the artist has you have no say. You know, if there's like if any up and coming artist is watching this right now, like, do not get into a 360 deal. It's not worth it. The best advice I can give any up and coming artist is get a budget. Because once you get a budget from the companies, you're gonna use that budget to make your music video, your song, your album, this or that, and all you have to do is just pay them back that amount, and that's it. You walk away. There's no more you owe them. You just give them back what they gave you, and you take the rest for yourself. That's perfect. You know, you don't have to sign anything. So
Ramsey, like you said, if an artist, right, would you go independent? Or would you go with a record label? Or what was something that, in your opinion, what would you go with?
If I was going either independent or the 360 route, I would definitely go independent, because being independent gives you a lot more control over your content. You have the ability to, say what goes into your album, how you make your songs. You're not limited to what a company is telling you what to do. Being independent, that's just something that I also see not a lot of success, but definitely it is possible to become successful being independent. So that's definitely the route I would choose over being, doing a 360 deal.
But would you say it's easy? Well, not that it's easy, but can you say that one person can do it? So if you're an artist, can you do everything that a record label is saying they can offer you? That means any of the production, any of the marketing, any of the sales, or anything that they're basically the record label saying, or how they're selling them to like manage you, is like, we do everything, you just sing, rap, or you just perform your art. Can you say that one person can do it alone?
Well, I do think that's definitely more difficult to do that, especially when you don't have like a team to back you up. But at the same time, there are definitely a lot of rappers, especially like on SoundCloud, that end up blowing up just off being independent. So although it would be a lot harder, I do think it's a possibility and something that can be done.
Well, if you guys don't mind me chiming in on this, you guys are bringing up some good points. You guys are you're going you're saying some good shit, like, basically, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, okay, thanks. Thanks.
Like, you're like it basically independent. Like, dude, it's hard. It's gonna be hard.
I'm not saying it's easy.
Well, but
I'm not saying it's
we can see how it could work though. Russ, 12 projects. Even though Russ, someone might again not agree with me, but I like the controversy. Russ is good, mediocre hip hop. He's just mediocre. He just does it good. Hip-hop. Yeah, he just come on. That's laughable.
What does that even mean?
You're surprised. He makes simplistic music, but after 12 hip-hop albums, he can still get popping.
Good mediocre hip hop.
It's like, come on, anyone can do it. It's just a little synth line, little drums, easy drums, that's it. A slow melodic voice, every song. He doesn't really impress me, but I respect his success. 12 projects, and now he's popping. We're gonna go back to these guys, Run the Jewels, but Run the Jewels, they're about 40 years old. They have kids, wives, they're like our dads. They could be our dads, and they're just popping. Well, in the hip hop scene, they've been around for a while, but recently they're breaking into the mainstream, and it took him years. Like LP, he's been doing this since he was like around 20 years old, since 2021. Like, he was a young guy, now he's 20 years in the game, and he's, look where he is now. Everyone knows Chance the Rapper. Everyone knows Chance the Rapper. But, you know what I'm saying? It's not easy, but you just gotta put in work, and how much do you believe in yourself? It's just about that. How do you think you're gonna be one of the best? You think you're gonna be great? You think you can compete with everyone else who has a deal?
You gotta find out, you gotta try.
Well, we're going to be talking about that in a little bit, but to close off the Lupe fiasco, Tetsuo and Youth, that's the album that he released. After release day, he left Atlantic Records. I think it was one of the best albums of 2015. You guys should check it out, Tetsuo and Youth. That album is a masterpiece. That was fantastic. Have you heard the album, Tetsuo and Youth?
I actually haven't, no. I kind of stopped after Lasers. After Lasers, I kind of
That's the thing, though. After Lasers, and with this album, even though Atlantic, if you look up this album, Atlantic is under one of the labels that released the project and everything. They didn't care. They didn't help him out with any of releasing his stuff or anything. They didn't hype him up or anything. and he did okay numbers, but that album is fucking incredible.
You think
album's
you
incredible.
think he's better than Logic?
Logic is the corniest man in hip hop today. I don't care. Logic is garbage.
Oh.
He has the same rhyme scheme. His songs all sound the same. He bites, you know what I found? He bites J. Cole's flow. He bites Kendrick, Drake. He's a biter.
Wait. He's a biter.
He's not
a
a
biter.
biter.
Wait, Ramsey, please.
He's a biter.
Please.
He's a biter.
Please,
Okay,
please,
so
please.
just because Logic
We're
raps
going on
about
Logic.
peace, love, and positivity the same way J. Cole and Kendrick does, like you think that he's biting their
So
flow?
he did it first?
He didn't do it first.
He didn't do it first.
But you think
He did it
he's
first.
corny because he's rapping
corny.
about the
It's
same
already been
shit?
done. It's been done.
Is
It's been
Kendrick
done.
corny?
It's been
Is
done.
J. Cole corny?
It's
Just
been
because
done.
it's- wait, just because it's been done doesn't mean it's not bad.
Kendrick and J. Cole aren't going on the cameras and all the time like, yo, peace, love, positivity. He doesn't sound like a Baptist preacher. You know, he's not preaching to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's just corny, bro. He's just corny.
Wait, so then Colin Kaepernick is corny too.
Your
because-
guys are not. You guys are just making up.
Yo, is M corny? Is
No,
M
we're
corny?
no. Is that corny? But he's doing the same thing.
Because that's not
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
thing at all. That's the same thing.
No, it is
then we
the
might as well
same
cut these
thing.
cameras if you think that's the same thing. That's actually the wackest thing. We're gonna stay on the topic of 360 deals. That kind of ticked me off. That was actually the most garbage thing I've ever heard.
Ramsey,
Mark,
please,
I expected better
please.
from you.
What do you mean you
Ramsey,
expected better
stop.
from me?
All right, we're gonna keep on the deals of 360 deals. That was atrocious. I'm sorry to anyone who's gonna view this like that was horrendous. So, but we're gonna keep the on record deals. We're gonna keep that on the deal. Yeah, I'm tight, but it's alright. I'm not petty. It's cool. So Danielle Bergoli, you guys heard about it?
Yeah.
The Cash Me Outside girl.
Outside.
Like that, she signed a multi-million-dollar like record deal.
Do you like her better than Logic?
Yo.
Red cups, my party hat on you, my party favor.